Yeah, really, the first four games, we're kind of just looking to compete. We have a very new team, a very young team. So getting them out there and getting them experience for what it's like playing at these big schools. It can seem intimidating, but the hope is by the end of the weekend, they kind of find their footing, they stay calm, and the whole point is to get us ready for our spring season. And come spring, we're not afraid to compete against anyone. With our sophomores, looking back, getting them back out there, getting reps, again, competing. The goal is to compete, and whatever happens, happens. Yeah, so the makeup of our fall, we shuffle lineups around all the time, kind of figuring out what our best fits are. There will be some games that, we'll go out there and we'll put what we think our best lineup is at that time. But we want everyone to get playing experience. Pitchers are all getting their innings, catchers rotating. If girls play multiple positions, let's say on the infield, rotating them around so they can get looks at all those positions as well. Yeah, so we're bringing back Holly. I think this will be a big fall for her. I know a handful of teams that we are playing this fall are very much interested in seeing her and seeing what she's about. So it'll be a big fall for her and kind of just setting the tone for what the spring will look like. She and I have had multiple conversations that we just want her to go out there and compete, continue to grow as a pitcher, because it's just going to get her ready for spring. As far as our staff, it's an all brand new staff, so the rest are freshmen. So I know a big bulk of pitching is going to come from Kylie and Delilah. I think they're going to complement Holly really, really well. And then we also have Nevaeh and Jenna who will come in and most likely give us our relief innings right now. But we can do a lot of different things with our pitching staff, just different mixes of speeds, different types of pitches thrown. So I think we're going to have some fun with it. Yeah, so we recently just had a bunch of individual player meetings, and we kind of talked about, especially with all our newcomers, that don't judge your performance based on all the outcomes that you get in these games. We are going against some of the best of the best. I mean, we're playing Power 5 schools. And yeah, typically you're not going to see that in our region play. So message is, if you have an at bat and you put the ball in play hard, then awesome. That's a quality at bat for us. We of course want to be competitive. So the message going into this week when we're showing up to practices, give 110. We kept saying all year so far, go as hard as you can for as long as you can. And that's what we're going to do, with these upcoming games and then throughout the fall. Just be competitive. I think our mindset going into this fall and even into our spring season is we are now going to be the hunted. So we need to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward and doing everything we have to do to sustain the accomplishments that we've had so far within our Bryan and Stratton program. Yeah, so we scheduled this fall for a couple reasons. One, it's an experience that these girls may never get again. Even if our players do end up going D1, they're not necessarily playing all Power 5 schools. So it's something special that each girl gets to take away from this. But another is we get girls with various different backgrounds, various different talents. So we schedule our fall season so they can each see and kind of understand which each level looks like. You do have your Power 5 D1s, you have your mid-majors, you have your D2s, you have D3 and NAIA. It kind of just gets them a more realistic idea of what kind of level that they want to play at after they're finished here at Bryan and Stratton. But I mean, the fall schedules, we love it. It's really benefited us these past years, especially once we get into region play and we're playing some of those tighter games, tougher competition. The girls are now used to going up against, some of the best, so they can play more relaxed. They can play in more pressured situations, but also keep calm in those pressured situations. So I think it's a big benefit. I know we're super, super thankful to have these schools willing to play us because it does make us better in the end.